We just got done watching the 1993 cult classic Tammy and the T-Rex. Thanks to Vinegar Syndrome, this movie is now out in 4K Ultra High Definition HDR. This movie was directed by Stuart Raphael, who you may remember from such classic as Mannequin 2, On the Go, and Ice Pirates, and of course that tie-in classic Mac and Me. Tammy is a popular high school cheerleader whose new boyfriend Michael might be the love of her life. But Tammy's jealous ex, Billy, won't stand for anyone coming between him and his girl. So, he and his friends kidnap Michael, leaving him mauled by a lion in a local wildlife reserve. Comatose and at death's door, Michael's body is stolen from the hospital by a mad scientist, who extracts his brain and implants it in a gigantic robot T-Rex. Horrified by the predicament and new dinosaur body, he escapes from the doctor's lab and begins brutally killing his former boys. Iris, what did you think about Tammy and the T-Rex?
Good.
Good. Would you care to elaborate on that?
I thought it was not gonna be good, and I thought maybe Jurassic Park was gonna be better than that movie.
Did you think this was better than Jurassic Park?
No.
Okay, me neither. Me neither. Can you tell me what happened in Tammy and the T-Rex? Why is Tammy with the T-Rex?
Because she was talking to the T-Rex, and the T-Rex was trying to say that the other guy's brain was inside the T-Rex.
This movie was shot as an R-rated movie. The gore was a little over the top, and before it was actually released originally back in 1993, it was cut down to PG-13 to, I guess, appeal more to the family-friendly audience. And I can totally see why they did that, because if you were to strip the gore out of this, I would say it feels like a kid's movie almost.
Live! 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 Live!
Well, that's it. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I did all I could.
No!
Starring, of course, Denise Richards from Wild Things, in which I think a lot of us... Starring Denise Richards from Wild Things, which of course...
Why are you starting over again?
Because you're being a weirdo.
No, I was like a cat.
This movie is surprisingly star-studded. It stars, of course, Denise Richards as the titular Tammy. No pun intended there. Paul Walker as the boyfriend turned dinosaur, the kind of evil doctor from Friday the 13th Part 7, and Jigarada from Lex, who you may remember from one of her several other 100 roles. Iris, who was your favorite character in the movie?
The boy and the girl. The boyfriend and the girl.
Did you like the boyfriend when he was the boyfriend, or did you like him better when he was the T-Rex?
The T-Rex.
Yeah. My favorite part was probably when they were in the morgue looking for bodies, and they were like dragging bodies up to the window to see if the T-Rex wanted to put his brain in that body. That was probably my favorite part. What about you?
My favorite part is the girl dancing and putting the wine in the brain's little bathtub. That's my favorite part.
Pretty sure that was hard alcohol, and pretty sure that probably wouldn't be good for the brain to have grain alcohol poured onto it.
Why? Why not good?
not healthy. Not healthy to have that much alcohol on the brain. Also, I'm pretty sure that's an underage brain. He's in high school. He shouldn't be drinking that. Or bathing his brain in it. So, heavy limitations on the dinosaur in Tammy and the T-Rex. Obviously, they have the animatronic dinosaur on that stand, and they are constantly hiding the stand in very obvious ways. Otherwise, besides that stand, they'll have hands in fake dinosaur feet and hands in fake dinosaur claws doing funny things. Outlandish, ludicrous. I don't know. Did you think this movie was funny, Iris? No?
It's just a good movie, but not really funny.
Not really funny? I would think most of America would agree with you.
Because funny movies are like clowns and clowns juggling, or a circus movie.
I found this movie funny.
It's like a joke movie, like a mess up from the actual movie.
I think this movie fits in very well in, say, the Attack of the Killer Tomatoes vein of comedy. Kind of over the top, goofy, a lot gorier, of course.
When you put this on YouTube, are you gonna put the Attack of the Killer Tomatoes like movie poster?
I mean, I probably will cut some scenes in while I'm talking about it. Like, up here, above your head, there will be some Killer Tomato related scenes happening, I'm sure. Let's see. What have we not talked about in the movie that
we haven't talked about the girl crying. Because the T-Rex was dead. We haven't talked about that.
Okay.
Probably if the kids would have seen it, that part they'll make sad. Sometimes some parts are sad and some parts are happy and relaxing.
What did you think about this movie? Do you think this is a movie for adults or for kids?
Boys.
It's for boys.
Girls like princess movies or stuff that's related, and the boys like zombies or monsters or T-Rex.
So, movie for boys. There's one thing that you haven't talked about yet that I think you need to talk about.
What is it?
You haven't talked about what you thought about the T-Rex.
Okay, so the T-Rex was good.
Okay.
The most sad part was when they shooted a lot of guns. I thought he was gonna still be alive, but he was dead. And then the police officers and all the people were crying.
What did you think about the T-Rex in this movie compared to other dinosaur movies you've seen?
It's better.
It's better in this movie?
Yeah, it's better than maybe Jurassic Park's dinosaurs.
You see it, Sheriff? Yeah, I see it.
I think maybe you just haven't seen Jurassic Park in a while. And I'm going to talk about special features in just a second.
Can I be with you at the special features?
Well, you'd have to watch all the special features. So if you want to watch the commentary and all of the featurettes, then absolutely you can be in the special features. Usually I watch those by myself because you're bored by them, though. No! And we're back. I just wanted to reiterate that I love that these kind of little movies that would have otherwise just kind of been forgotten at time, or maybe relegated to one of those, bargain bin 20 movie multi-packs, is getting this kind of treatment and extra features. It just kind of warms my heart in a bizarre movie fanatic sort of way. So the special features on this, there is a audio commentary from the director. The producer of the film, also his wife, is in tow, and I liked it better than the one from Mac and Me. Unlike that one, there's no censorship, although he's not talking about major corporate brands or anything. He's talking about Tammy and the T-Rex. There is one point in the commentary where he gets a little too political, and a few times when he seems kind of full of himself, but he's got his wife there, he's got the moderator to kind of get things back on track. I did love the stories about getting the movie made and how they had to bribe the fire marshal to keep filming in this valley that was on fire. Which, of course, when you're making art like Tammy and the T-Rex, you get to do, right? Now, if you watch the commentary track, you don't need to watch the special feature with the director, as it's pretty much all duplicate information. Aside from him, though, there are 3 actor commentaries on this. The first one, with Denise Richards, is great. She looks amazing for being almost 50, and she just seems thrilled to be talking about Tammy and the T-Rex for whatever reason. They've also got an interview with actor Sean Whalen, who's one of those actors who you will remember from other movies, but you can't quite place where you know him from. And he's got some good stories, including a particular one about Denise Richards, which is fun to listen to. And there's one more actor interview, and that is with Billy, the bully in the movie who gets Paul Walker hospitalized. And I gotta say, this guy's a treat to listen to. I would have loved to have him do the commentary track. Just have him and Denise Richards back for the track. He's upset about everything that happened in the movie and talks about having to grab Paul Walker in that area for an extended period of time. There is one more special feature on the disc, and that is the movie in PG-13 version, sourced from a VHS tape. It's an interesting watch. I never saw the movie on VHS, so what I did was I put that on, and I kind of fast-forwarded to one of the gory scenes just to see what they cut, and man, they cut a lot. But this wouldn't be a good boutique Blu-ray review if I didn't complain about everything, right? So, on the sourced VHS transfer, it was a little disappointing that they didn't put in chapter stops. I had to fast forward. I couldn't skip around. That was kind of annoying. Also, if you're going to put that VHS on there, why not have one more secret audio commentary on it, guys? Even if it's just the Vinegar Syndrome team. That'd be a fun commentary to listen to. Additionally, why are you guys not putting all of the special features on the 4K disc? I hate it when studios do that. You gotta swap out into the Blu-ray to get the special features. It sucks. Anyway, that about wraps it up. Questionable movie for people with questionable tastes. Great presentation by Vinegar Syndrome. Guys, keep it up. If you have a chance, do this to the killer tongue. And hopefully this is one of many 4K cult titles to come. And as always, thanks for tuning in and have a great day.